Welcome to the Poor Man's Retro Game Room, and welcome to my latest video. And today I thought we would talk about a very strange game and a very cool way of doing things. But first, let's show the game. Chuck Norris's Super Sidekicks. We're going to play this. I'm going to show you some gameplay and show you the game. We're going to feature this game today. But do you notice anything weird about this cartridge? Uh-oh. Now it's a Tillery Duel. Uh-oh, now it's Chuck Norris's Super Sidekicks. That's a dual cart, man. And when my mom got this, it was during the crash, and all the Atari 2600 games were in the bin. And for somebody like me, who we didn't really have the money to own an Atari 2600 back in the day when it first came out, and I always went over to friend's house, played it, and always wanted it. Well, during the crash, we were able to get an Atari 2600, and the junk, the trash that people thought, hey, that's trash, and nobody was buying it anymore. Well, to me, it was really cool, because then I started being able to get some games and play them, and it was really awesome. And the one memory I have about Super Sidekicks was a really big blizzard hit us, and we lived out in the country, and so no school, we had snow, and it was awesome, man. But in the afternoon, I was able to just go in and play some Atari 2600 games. Super Sidekicks, of course, Robot Tank, E.T., Raiders of the Lost Ark. I just remember playing all those games. And if you know anything about an Atari 2600, it's really not, one game doesn't provide hours of like a constant 2 or 3 hour game. I mean, these are games to be played in 15, 20 minutes, half hour, that type of thing. And the really cool thing about the Atari 2600 is, and older games in general, is you can pop them in and play them anytime you want. You get an itch, just put it in and play it, man. You don't have to invest 40 hours of your life just to get, into the main campaign. So, very, very cool and very unique, and I never, ever hear about this game. So I thought I would feature it today, just kind of show you some gameplay and show you what it's like. Let you into a little bit of a window of what it was like back in the in the day to play Chuck Norris Super Sidekicks on the Atari 2600. So without further ado, let's take a look at some gameplay. All right, so we're gonna check it out here, and just give me a little grace. It's been years and years and years since I played this, and I remember it as being fairly difficult. So yeah, here goes nothing. And if you notice, there we go. The timer starts, and you'll hear the noise if you hit the grass. It starts depleting your timer very rapidly. Now, while you're walking along these paths, you're going to get into some fights. If you get hit by a throwing star, you get knocked back out and you got to start all over again. So I want to wait till he throws his star. Okay. Now, you pull down on your Atari 2600 controller, you pull down on the joystick, hit the button, and that's a kick. You push up, hit the button at the same time, and that's a punch. Then you also start running into paths that are going to be blocked. And so I have 3 choices here. You gotta love the sounds of the Atari 2600, man. Okay, now I think these guys you're gonna want to punch. Yikes. He's gonna throw a star too. Okay. Hang on. Come on. Man. Okay. Whoa. He's gonna throw a star. He's gonna throw a star. Okay. Alright. Hey, not bad. Did I pick the right path? My first instincts, I just went with it. Okay, so they all go through. I was wrong about that. Nope, they don't. I was right. No, no, no. No, no, no. Make sure that you've got your joystick, you're familiar enough to be able to push straight up or straight down. Oh, my time is running out. I was hoping that would give me more time, but it did not. And there you go. So there you go. That is Chuck Norris's Super Sidekick. And you know what? I don't know. Well, I just decided this on the fly since that didn't take very long at all. Let's go ahead and let's see what Artillery Duel is like. And man, I don't remember this. Hopefully, it starts coming back once it gets once I see the visuals. And I'm hoping it's not a two-player game. Let's try it. Okay. Maybe. All right. Ugh. I watch it float all the way over and hit me. So AI wasn't quite up to par back then. Let's try it again here. Oh no, what did I do? I'm missing something, man. I'm missing something. But you get the idea of what the game is. And I'll tell you what, these very simplistic, maybe not fun today, but if you get somebody on the couch and you're playing against each other on this type of game, it does actually get fun. I remember having a blast playing Artillery Duel, Combat, some of those games, you know, against a friend. I had a next door neighbor that lived on a plot right next to our farm, and he would come over every now and then and play some Atari 2600 with me. He's my best friend. Greg, if you're out there, if you ever get a chance to see this, man, hey, I hope you're doing well. But we used to have a lot of fun, and you know, the Atari 2600 was such an influence on the gaming industry and on everything, and was such a pioneer of the home console. It was awesome, man. It was awesome back then, and I really wanted one. And you look at it now, and you think, why would you ever play an Atari 2600 game? But I'll tell you what, back in the day when I was a kid and I'd go over to my buddy's house and we'd play for hours, yeah, it was something I always wanted. So I have a lot of respect and nostalgia for the Atari 2600. And you know what? The main point in video games is to have fun. Just have fun, man. We don't need... I don't know. So I was planning on making a separate video on this one day, but one of the reasons I love retro gaming is there's several reasons. One, I own the cartridge, the physical cartridge. Two, there's no day one patches. Three, I don't have to sign into any internet, create any type of an account, play for hours on a game that gives you GPS. So it's basically just an interaction, like almost like a graphic novel is what games are anymore, in my opinion. And no politics. The main point of a video game is to have fun. Leave the politics out of gaming. Leave it out. I don't care what you think. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how important that those politics are for you. If you want to be a successful game designer, leave it out of the games. The main point of a video game should be to have fun. So, all right, well, there you go. I rambled on. Too much, probably. But, man, Chuck Norris Super Sidekicks, it's a blast. And you can pick up that game. Actually, it's really super cheap, I believe. And most of the Atari 2600 games, and you can get into Atari 2600 collection very easily. But anyway, man, I thank you for joining the video today, watching the video, clicking on it, and I would love to hear from you. Do you have any memories with the Atari 2600? Have you ever seen or played or heard of Chuck Norris's Super Sidekicks for this 2600? Let me know. I would love to hear it. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and until next time, have a good day. Man, that was bad. Let's try that again. Until next time, have a great one.